Hello friends, it's Christine Vicenti with Queen City Stamp Art, and today I'm back with another clean and simple Sunday card. This time we're going to be using the Cactus Cuties stamp set. I did use this in a video a few weeks back anyway, and I'm going to be using it again to create a really cute, clean and simple houseplant card. We're also going to be using a panel of Misty Moonlight cardstock that's been embossed with the brick and mortar embossing folder. And we're going to be using a panel cut from the Tasteful Labels dies to stamp the image. We will not be using the coordinating punch that goes with this as a bundle for the card today. We did use it last time, but this time we're not going to use the punch. And the card we're going to create looks like this. It's going to be very clean and simple. If you like that card, you're going to love these. So these cards are the cards that I made for the February host code. So if you use this host code and you make a purchase through my website and your order totals $50 or more using the code, not only will you get a wonderful celebration goodie for free, but you'll get the 3 kits to make these cards in the mail as my thank you. So let's get going on the card. We're going to start with really simple supplies, a basic white thick base card. This is a top folding one. And we're going to use a layer of, like I said, Misty Moonlight that I embossed with the brick and mortar embossing folder. And what I'm going to do is take a piece of crumb cake, a little panel of crumb cake, and I'm going to glue this onto this panel here like this, just like that. And then we're going to add a layer of twine, just a little wrap of twine to kind of decorate the panel. So we're just going to, tie this around here, right on the edge, and make a bow. Just like that. I'm going to take my scissors and trim that off. And then now we can glue this panel to the base card. So we'll just add some little bit of extra adhesive because it's embossed. So this will give it extra sticking points. And we'll just stick this right to the front of the card here. We'll just center it on. There we go. Just like that. Now we'll set this part aside and we'll work on the little stamped pieces. So I have that beautiful decorative panel that I cut using those Tasteful Labels dies. And I'm going to open up my soft succulent ink pad. And we're going to take one of the succulent images from the stamp set. This is a photopolymer stamp set. So it's see-through, very easy to see where you're stamping. And I'm just going to stamp this right here onto the panel like this. And then I'm also going to take my sentiment from the set. There's a very sweet little hello sentiment. And I've got my basic gray ink pad here. And I'm just going to stamp the word hello adjacent to the plant. Then I also have a little scrap of basic white cardstock. And I'm going to use my Misty Moonlight ink. And I'm going to take one of the little pot images from the stamp set, a little planter, and I'm going to ink that up in Misty Moonlight and stamp that on my scrap like this. This is a really quick and easy card. It comes together so fast, and there's no punch for this particular planter, so I'm just going to scissor cut it out with my little snips here, my detail snips. Very simple cutting. Like that. And then I'm going to use some dimensional adhesive to pop this up. So I've got some mini dimensionals here. I'm going to add these to the back of the planter and pop this up off the front of my card. I love to layer these and pop some of them up and leave some of them flat. I just think it looks so neat. So I'm going to try and make this kind of straight, and then should be easier. I line this up on my grid paper. It's easier to place the pot so that it's the planter, so it's correct. So that's that. And now I'm going to bring the base card back in and add this piece to the front of the card. So you can see there's a lot of white space on this card, even though it's not literally white. The only panel that's white, obviously, is the stamped panel. But there's a lot of place for your eye to rest. There's some very subtle texture in the brick and mortar. And the colors are very soothing. And I'm just going to center this panel on the front of my card, like that. Just like this. And that's the finished card. Oh no, it's not the finished card, I'm sorry. Let's add these little jewels. I've just got my basic rhinestones, and I'm going to decorate the planter. I'm going to bling it up a little bit. And this really adds a nice finish to this card. Makes it really special, I think, to add that bling. And there it is. And that's the finished card. So I hope you enjoyed the project for today. And I hope you'll consider the host code this month so you can get those cute card kits to make additional versions that sort of go together with this card. So like I said, if you like this one, you'll probably love the kits for the other one. And you don't need the punch. You really just need the stamp set for this card and also for the reward cards for the month. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.